My name is Adrian Valdivia. I was honored in 2013. I was teaching at Enterprise High School at Redding, and I was teaching social sciences, world history, psychology, and ASB. Now, I definitely think that's something that I care passionately about, is making sure kids know that I care. So from day one, I think that's important for me. So when that first day of school, they know who they're working with. I really feel like teaching students is a partnership, and so they should know who is this individual that they're going to work with all year in this classroom. And so part of that's just letting them know who I am and letting them know my characteristics, my flaws, my strengths, my weaknesses, just my daily life, my children, what do I do? And that just, I think, kind of starts setting the tone. And as the school year progresses, they start to know more about me too, and see that I'm just like them, had experiences like them, continue to have experiences like them sometimes. So they start to see that connection and know that that's someone that I can relate to in one way or another. And so I think that's really been important for me. It's a simple thing to do, but it just kind of sets that tone. And then as you continue through the school year, continue to share with them laughter and, continue to have fun with them and enjoy the day-to-day experience. That each time they walk through that door, they know that it could be something fun, it could be something entertaining, it could be rigorous, but they know that they're going to get someone that's really engaged with them and wants to get to know them and share a little bit more about themselves. Another thing I like to do too is just having a daily entry. When they walk in that door, they have that anticipatory set, they have something to do, and I like doing journal entries most of the time related to the subject, but there are times, at least one day out of the week where it was just a free open question, or it was a question about them or something that they liked or didn't like, and I made it an effort to read all the responses. A lot of times students thought, like, you really read all those journal entries? I mean, you have a lot of students. You're going to read every single one? I'm like, I'm going to try. I mean, some days, I might skip a question or two, but I try to read at least one of your entries from that week, so I know what your mindset is. I know what you're going through, and there are times where I would make comments on their journal entries, and I think that showed them that I really do care about their work. I care about their thoughts. I care about what's going on. And I think some of the kids actually look forward to it. You could see it. They'd open up that journal right away, and they want to see, like, what did you say, Mr. Valdivia? What did you write in my journal? Did you read what I said? And I think sometimes kids would even test me, like, I bet you're not actually reading this, are you? And then I would make the comment, oh, yes, I am. I am reading your journal entry. I see what you're saying here, so don't think I'm not reading. And I think that they knew that at that point that, like, okay, he actually does care about my work. He cares about what I'm thinking and what I'm going through. And so that's just something that I thought was always invaluable. At times, I think kids thought, like, why are we doing this? But I think once they got those journal entries back, they felt like, okay, I actually look forward to hearing and seeing what my teacher said to my responses. So, I think that it's definitely important, is connecting with kids and making them know that I care. I've been really thinking about that too, now that I'm in the counseling world, is a feeling that it's a partnership, like I said earlier. If one, for example, if you have a student and a teacher is doing all the work, working toward that student, that's not the way it should be. It shouldn't be this teacher doing all the work and the student just sitting back and not really trying, not being challenged, and just kind of sitting there and just gathering information. And that's not going to work. You want the student to come along in the journey and want to kind of put forth effort and ask questions and be engaged. So if the teacher's happy just doing all the work, I don't feel like the student's going to grow. The opposite's true too. If the teacher really doesn't do anything and the student's trying to gain all the knowledge and all the information, read the book, that's not helpful too either. So I feel like it's a partnership between that teacher and that student working together. And so getting to know your students helps some of them actually come along with you. Because if they don't know you, they're not going to go on this journey. If I say, hey, we're going to go climb a mountain and we're going to go through this uncharted territory, and I'm going to be there with you along the way, it doesn't seem so daunting. It doesn't seem like, okay, it doesn't seem like it's a difficult task. And so the only way they're going to go on that journey with me is if they trust me and they know that I'm going to help them along the way, along the difficult points of that. But that when we get to that top of that hill, they're going to see some amazing things, and that's kind of been my thought, my vision, even more so now that I see it as a counselor and see some of the experiences they've had with their teachers, and I kind of see that it's a strong partnership between a teacher and a student, and if we can walk along together, I think we'll get there quicker and have greater success.